Live on board the Delta Queen with Wave 3's Derrick Jones. Derrick, are you still in the lead there?
Alan, I can happily report that the Delta Queen is still in the lead as we head down on this first leg of the race. And with Dixieland music playing in the background, quite a festive attitude and atmosphere here on the Delta Queen as the passengers have come alive to celebrate this boat race, and an early lead for the Queen as she heads to 6 Mile Island. Now, you know, back in the olden days, the steamboat races were quite a dangerous thing. In fact, when it was announced that there were going to be a steamboat race, lots of the passengers would flee the boat because periodically they would explode because the engines would be working so hard. That was way back in the 50s and 60s, but now things have gotten a little more safe, a lot more safe, and it's a safe ride down the river, and it's a lot of fun, but yet the seriousness of it all is still intact, and the integrity of your boat rides on every race, and the man at the helm of that boat here at the Mississippi and the Delta Queen is Captain John Davitt. Sir, what's your strategy and keeping the boat ahead?
Boy, that was a tough start. They really tried to jump us there. We were backing both of us, back and coming ahead, but I can say that was probably the fairest start I've ever seen.
Well, you got caught off guard last year when they went ahead before the cannon went off.
That's right, that's right. So this is fair, and we're wide open right now. This boat has never run faster. I know Captain Fitzgerald has a trick up his sleeve. So the big point's coming up. The turn is going to be the key.
The turn's the key. I heard PR people asking people to run up to the front of the boat so your paddle wheel could get a little higher in the water. What are you talking about? Is that fair play?
It is fair play, of course. Yeah, we pumped out all of our water tanks in the bow so we get the people up here, and then we can lift the stern up, lift the wheel up out of the water and get her to go faster. Right now, I just talked to my engineer, and he's turning the wheel faster than the Delta Queen's ever run, and she's 68 years old.
Serious business on the Ohio. Captain John Davitt will check back in with you in a moment. And that is the attitude here. We're going to do everything we can to stomp the Belle of Louisville into the bottom of the Ohio. That's the modus here on the Delta Queen. Back to you.
All right. Thanks, Dick, for anything to win.
Oh, I'm telling you.
I was
They
reading
do, don't they?
Some of these old stories about the steamboat races, they would put, like, pitch and tar and turpentine down in the boilers to make them...
Even some baking grease,
That's
I
right.
understand.
And the boats then were made of wood. That
Yeah.
was not a really good idea.
I tell you, kind of dangerous. You know, they said some of those boats actually in the 1800s caught fire on the rivers while they were racing.
That's why there aren't a lot of them left.
I can imagine.
You know, Derrick was just telling us that the Delta Queen is ahead. Well, let's just take an unbiased look at how the boats are running so far from the Gooyear Blimp high above everything.
That's right. The Gooyear Blimp is above the Ohio River, and we're going to take a look at that in just a minute if we can. There we go. We're not seeing the boats, we understand. I don't know what exactly part of the portion of
It looks like they're over by the
property.
interstates and the snow removal, but why don't instead... For maybe a biased report, we'll go to Melanie Bullard, who is on board the Belle of Louisville. There's our shot from the blimp, and I think we're seeing the Delta Queen.
Right. You know, this particular blimp, I understand, is out of Akron, Ohio. The Spirit of Akron, as we see on the screen. They operate, I believe, Goodyear does 3 to 4 blimps. This Delta Queen is what we're looking at right now.
I believe you're looking at the Belle.
The Belle,
Melanie
okay.
Bullard
The Belle has
is on board
picked up some
the Belle,
steam.
so let's check in with her. Mel, how's it looking from your vantage point?
Jackie, we're getting our paddle whipped, so to speak. That is the Delta Queen way up front, but she hasn't won this race yet. And you talk about attitudes. I think Derrick has an attitude. And the Belle of Louisville is much older than the Delta Queen, and there's something to be said for age. And was he talking in the 50s and 60s? I'm assuming that was 1850s, right? Anyway, this race is still young, and you know, you never know who you're going to find on a paddle boat. With me right now is Lieutenant Governor Paul Patton from Pikeville, Kentucky. This is your first trip on the Delta or the Belle of Louisville in a race, is that right?
It certainly is, but it's not over till it's over. I've got a lot of faith in this boat.
We do too. And we don't want to say that he's a jinx or anything, because you know we won last year and I think the year before. I'm just teasing you. But what do you think about all of this excitement?
Oh, this is tremendous. I mean, the whole Derby Festival is Kentucky's day to shine nationwide. And the leadership of this community has done a super job. This is a fun time to be a Kentuckian, I'll tell you.
You're not kidding. If we could just get the sun to shine a little bit.
Oh, it'll get better the rest of the week. Guarantee sunny weather on Derby Day.
All right, you heard it right here. A promise from Lieutenant Governor Paul Patton. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Melanie.
And have a good time.
All
right, like you said, this race is not over until it's over. Where is she? She's way up in front. But when we make that turn at 6 Mile Lane, I think we're going to do all right.
There's still
Jackie?
a long way to go, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Melanie.
All right.
You know, I'm amazed that we talk about the speed of these boats, but generally 12 miles an hour is top speed, and that's max. I mean, usually it's 6 to 10 miles.
Right, the average on the Belle is about 8 miles per hour. We're taking a look now from the riverbanks of the Ohio. Lisa Robinson is standing by live at the water tower where they've got a party underway, and I'm sure they're about to get a view of the boats going right in front of you there, Lisa.
Yeah, Jackie, it's going by, and like I told you, we had that element of surprise, and it was great. But this crowd of 4,000 just said boo, boo, boo all the way. And the Queen is just chugging along. Now, I'm told that it comes in so close that it's in what they call duck water, and that makes it easy for the boat to move quickly and easily down up the river. So, as you can see, it's going. And here comes the Belle of Louisville, just past. Oh, not quite. That's not the Belle. Well, it's shortly approaching.
There it is, right behind you.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. You can see it now. See, we've got that building that sort of hides everything.
Yeah.
But the Queen is, I'd say, 3 steamboats ahead. No, more like 5 steamboats ahead. That's my prediction from here.
5 steamboats.
Yeah, but the Queen got
not like horse links or anything. We're talking steamboats here.
So maybe less than a quarter of a mile then. Hopefully so, anyway.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Lisa. We'll check back with you, and hopefully the Belle will pick up some steam, and we'll have some good news to report on. Well, we'll still have a lot more ahead on our coverage of the great steamboat race coming up.
Up next, a look at the latest news and weather of the day, and then, of course, much more from the Ohio River and its banks. Stay with us.